You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Saturday the 21st of February, 2026. It is 62 days after the winter solstice. It is 27 days before the spring equinox. The sun rises today at 6:41 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:09 p.m. The sun sets today at 5:38 p.m., civil twilight ends at 6:05 p.m., and nautical twilight ends at 6:37 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes 35 seconds longer than yesterday. The moon is in its waxing crescent phase and is 20% full at midday. The moon rises today at 8:29 a.m., and then it sets at 10:40 p.m. The first quarter will arrive on Tuesday, the 24th of February. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the middle of the night, high tide, 12:42 a.m., 1 meter 55. In the morning, low tide, 6:50 a.m., minus 15 centimeters. In the afternoon, high tide, 1:07 p.m., 1 meter 40. In the evening, low tide, 7:05 p.m., minus 12 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, it's bald eagle mating season. They are one of the earliest birds to mate. Now, this time of active copulation has been preceded by long courtship rituals that have gone on through the winter. Earlier in the year, if you were lucky, you might have seen an amorous pair doing their nuptial flight. Locking talons in mid-air, they twirl and drop together, only letting go at the very last minute before they hit the ground. Then a long period of nest building goes on, and while both birds participate, the male takes the lead, making the nest just right. But now it's time to get down to business. Incubation lasts about a month, and then the new eaglets remain in the nest for about 10 to 14 weeks before they fledge. Commemorations. On this day in 1847, Sarah Bagley became the first woman to be employed as a telegraph operator. She was hired by the New York and Boston Magnetic Telegraph Company to run the magnetic telegraph office in Springfield, Massachusetts. That's an interesting first in itself. But Sarah Bagley is also a major figure in 19th century labor reform. She had begun her working life 10 years earlier at a textile mill in Lowell. Her experiences there had led her to advocate for better conditions and pay. In 1840, she published an essay in the Lowell Offering, a magazine written and published by working-class women. The essay was entitled "The Pleasures of Factory Life." In it, she wrote that the pleasures in factories were like angels' wings, few and far between. She went on to advocate for shorter workdays, women's equality, abolitionism, and prison and health care reform. She died at the age of 82 in Philadelphia. On this day in 1931, Alka-Seltzer was introduced to the public. It was developed by the chemist Morris Trenier at Dr. Miles Medical Company in Elkhart, Indiana. Inspired by a home remedy for the flu consisting of aspirin and bicarbonate of soda, the tablets that fizzed when placed in water became a staple of American medicine chests. In many ways, Alka-Seltzer's success was based on strong advertising campaigns and sponsorships of popular radio programs. Ad man Paul Margulis created the famous slogan, "Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is." A somber anniversary. On this day in 1965, Malcolm X was assassinated at the Audubon Ballroom in Washington Heights. He was about to address the Organization of Afro-American Unity and was to deliver a message that called for international intervention in the United States to resolve the issue of racial discrimination and injustice. Several assailants entered the ballroom and shot him dead. He was just 39 years old. Remember Malcolm X today. Finally, today is International Mother Language Day. Sponsored by UNESCO, it promotes the preservation of languages used by people all around the world and the promotion of multilingualism. Our borough of Queens is the most ethnically and linguistically diverse urban area on the planet, according to the Guinness Book of World Records. It's estimated that as many as 138 languages are spoken in this borough. In addition, the United States happens to have the second largest population of Spanish speakers in the world, right after Mexico, and ahead of Spain. How many languages do you hear spoken right here? On a daily basis, in addition to English, it's common to hear Spanish, Bengali, Arabic, Greek, and the many variants of Serbo-Croatian, to name just a few. So we have a good reason to celebrate International Mother Language Day. And that is the Observatory, Saturday the 21st of February, 2026.